So I matched with this guy on Bumble. When I tell you it was a date from hell, he picks the restaurant that we're going to. He is like 35 minutes late. No text, no nothing. When I tell you that he is dressed head to toe in Burberry bucket hat, Burberry t-shirt, Burberry overshirt. I got a question. Burberry shorts. Is he Nigerian? Oh, I was going to leave it out the story, but yes. Yes, he is Nigerian. He fully denied his heritage. He denied his Nigerianism. He was like, I don't want to be associated with them. I don't want it. I think I would have like a gin and tonic.
Right. Okay. So I get it. Girl, when I grow up, I want to be like you. One, how do you wait for someone for 35 minutes? 35 minutes, a man. You waited for him for 35 minutes? He's not communicating whether they're still coming or not. Wow, I'm so proud of you. I think I would have waited for 5-10 minutes, and if they're not saying anything, I think I would have left. Or if maybe I left home without eating, I would just proceed and eat and go. And now this is so funny. Why is he denying his heritage? And what's wrong with being a Nigerian? I didn't know that it's only Nigerians who wears Gucci or whatsoever from head to toe. Is it only them? But yeah, girl, for the fact that the guy is taking you out and he's choosing a place for the first time, for me, it's a red flag. I think if you want to win me, you should ask me to say where we should meet for the first time so that I can be comfortable in the familiar place. But well,
he orders a whiskey, and I noticed that it is one of the most expensive whiskeys on the menu. Of course. Also, during the course of this 2 hours, he gets a phone call twice, and he stops to take the phone call and talk to someone for like 15 minutes. And then he says to me, you're so uptight. He then gets his third phone call of the evening, gets up to go and take it. And I'm like, no, sir, I'm done. So I call the waiter and I'm like, please, can I have the bill? The bill arrives. I nicely pay for my 2 gin and tonics that I had during that time. He, in that time, has had like 4 double whiskeys of this most expensive whiskey. And then the waiter moves to him to pay. And he goes, so you only paid for yourself? Then he's like, what if I told you that I didn't have money to pay for this? Like, what would...
Right there. My girl, you the type of my girl. Girls, I hope you're taking notes. You don't meet up with someone without having money. I don't care if it's the 3rd or the 5th or the 100th time you go meet up with someone. You must have money for yourself. If they, this word? If they're volunteering to pay for you, it's a bonus. For me, I honestly believe that this is how we should do things, because you will never know. You will never know. You don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to be stuck and calling people to send you money to pay for a bill. Girls, when you go on dates, I know most of us, we like, oh, he's the one who's taking me out, but they have to pay for it. But have a backup, girl. Have a backup all the time. It's very important. You hear what he's saying now? Is she saying now? The guy asked her, oh, now you're paying only for yourself. Well, this guy he is just an asshole. Imagine.
He also told me that he's in real estate in Dubai and he sells upwards of 100 million dirham houses at least once a quarter. So I said to him, I was like, not my problem. You picked this place. You were also telling me about all your fancy things. I'm sure you got it. I'm sure you're fine. And he's like, no, Cassie, I can't pay for this. And so I was like, you ordered all of these whiskeys. You now can't pay for it. This is not my problem. My Uber is outside. I am leaving. Thank you. Good night. And I walked away.
Things that we come across, I think we all have worst dates. Okay, I've never done a blind date or whatsoever, I've never done dates where I met people on site and all that. I've met people that I didn't know, but through friends. And I always want to be with my friends on the first dates and all that. But what my take in this is that it's very important, ladies, it's very important to always have a backup, because now we have swindlers, we have these people who are living fake lives, we have these people who post things on social media as they're living this lavish life, as he says that he's a real estate in Dubai and whatsoever, but now he can't even pay for his drinks, and he was expecting this lady to pay for him. What happened to men, guys? What happened to men being men, wanting to be men, wanting to show up, wanting to give you that first impression that will take your breath away? We have men nowadays who doesn't want to be man. We have men who don't want to play their roles as men. We have these men that they don't even understand that it's not only on your things that you wear, but it's how you carry yourself around me. It's how you take responsibilities of other things around me. And to acknowledge me, see me, this is my time, this is our time. Can you just switch off your phone, or alert your people prior that you're going on a date? Take me serious. It means that you're not taking me serious. I'm so sorry that this woman, whatever that she went through, to me, it sounds so familiar with the friends of mine that they like dating Nigerians. I don't know whether it's a Nigerian thing. I don't want to tick off anybody. I don't want to offend anybody, but I think other things, it's not things that you need to be taught at home. I think there are things that you just have to know as a person, that you go on a date and the date is for me and you. You cannot be answering phones for 15 minutes and all that. Reverse it. If I was the one who was doing that to you, were you going to be okay with it? Were you going to understand that, okay, Slee needs to take the phone? I mean, we know business people who are very high class and people who always on demand, but when they decided that they're taking you on a date, it's your time. Things can be on hold. That is why we have assistants. That is why we have whatsoever. I'm glad this lady walked away than give him a benefit of a doubt, or maybe making excuses for him. You go, girl. I'm proud that you had your money with you and you walked away from that nonchalant, that swindler, that nobody person who was trying to make himself somebody, and that person who wanted you to pay for his bill. You're disgusting.